gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is your boy FlyIslandGuy. Welcome back and welcome aboard. Today we are back in the PC-12 and we are now finally starting the return leg of our South America tour. We made it all the way down to the tip. We went over to Falkland Islands. We came back and yeah, now we're going to be heading back up and looking to kind of end off this tour. It's been a great one so far, lots of cool views, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to kind of getting this done now so that kind of move on to something else. So we are going to be heading to Puerto Santa Cruz. It's actually one of our previous destinations. So this is going to be a pretty short flight. We're not really going to, well, it's not a short flight, it's a long flight, but we're not going to kind of do any discovery or talk about it. We're just going to head there. Flight time for today, we are looking at 1 hour and 17 minutes, 22,000 feet. Current weather in Puerto Santa Cruz, it's looking good over there. 3 degrees C, feels like -1, partly sunny. Winds are out of the west-northwest at 18 kilometers an hour, and yeah, it's pretty nice day there. Same as well, there was actually some weather in the area here, some snow, but it moved out, hence why there's snow on the ground, because as I keep saying, it's currently winter in South America. So let's get going. Going to be departing runway 25. Really hard to turn this guy. There we go. Still need to get that pushback 2 installed. Will make life a lot easier. All right. Checklist wise, we are all good. We have flaps 15, taxi lights on. Trim has already been set. Avionics are looking good. We have a flight director on right now as well. And we're going to talk about our departure kind of as we get going, because it's pretty interesting. We're going to be doing something weird, and I quite don't understand why we're doing that. It might be because of the mountains that are around us. So we're going to be departing runway 25, so we need to backtrack on the runway here. We are currently in Ushuaia. Just absolutely beautiful. Sort of reminds me of Alaska. I'm trying to remember the Dutch Harbor in Alaska. Yeah. But what I was going to say is our departure for today is going to be pretty weird. It's going to have us sort of going out, departing out and kind of heading away from the airport. We're kind of going off to the, I'm going to say the east. We're going to be heading out east and then kind of looping back, coming back towards the airport and then heading north. And I think part of that is because if you look around, you see there's lots of mountains around us. So you kind of don't really have much of a choice but to kind of go east. This is out west. This is like the Andes Mountains out here, so it's gonna make life a little difficult to kind of head out that way or kind of turn and head back. But should be good. Should be good. Once we get up and over this cloud cover, should be clear skies pretty much all the way there. For some reason, just kind of spending time in South America, I've noticed that there is this weird thing where it's like all this it's always a lot of weather on the west side, especially in the south. Lots of snow, lots of rain, always lots going on that side, and then the eastern side on the Atlantic Ocean is clear. I don't really understand why. Also kind of switched off FS Realistic for now. I don't know if it's been causing issues, but I've had a lot of issues with stuttering and that sort of thing while flying. I don't know if it has to do with FS Realistic, but I'm going to try and just disable it for now. I'm experiencing most of the issues when I'm landing and taking off. Honestly, I don't know if that's going to make a difference. Probably not, but we'll see. And the thing is as well, I also don't see a lot of the stuttering in Sim. I see it in OBS when I'm looking back at the playback. So we'll see how things go, and hopefully we'll kind of get it cleared up, figure out what's going on. I do need to upgrade my computer. I've said that a lot. I have a 3080 Ti inside here, which I'm probably not going to update. I'm not going to update that now. But as for the rest of my hardware, obviously I'm not going to touch the hard drive, but I do need to upgrade my CPU. I'm running the i5 9600K, and I think that's really causing a lot of bottlenecks. Alright folks, we're going to get ready for takeoff. Let's look at our checklist. Final items, we have our flap set to 15. We will get our landing lights on. Yaw damper is off. Ice protection is required. Set our condition lever to flight idle. And I'm also going to set our heading. Boom. And yeah, landing and taxi lights. Oh, no, sorry, condition lever, cause. No errors on our cause. Let's just reset our fuel one more time, just to make sure that's good. And I think outside of that, we're all set, folks. Let's get out of here. Set our takeoff power. Alright, takeoff power is set. Brakes off. Let's go, folks. Hoping things are good on the playback. OBS really kind of messed me up on a couple of these recordings. It's been really frustrating. Rotates. Okay, I tried to lift off a little too soon there. Let's go gear up. It's gonna potentially be really bad. Stalled on takeoff. First time that's happened. Alright. Let's get our flaps up as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the autopilot and yaw damper on. Let's go straight into nav mode. And things are messing up again. Let's do that. It's alright, I'll fly by hand for now.
Terrain.
Beautiful out here. Just kind of making a turn right now. Let's get a little more altitude as we climb out. Yeah, definitely been having a weird issue where the autopilot doesn't quite connect properly. Maybe you have to get the airplane settled first. Trying to get my trying to get things just right here, like my trim. Absolutely beautiful out here. Okay. So I'm gonna sync our heading. I'm gonna go autopilot, get the heading on. And need to get the nose back up as well. So on this, and we're gonna go IS. Just so we can get our climb going. And let's turn back towards where we're going. Sorry. And I need to get this climb running as well, because we need to get up and over these clouds. Go autopilot off for a quick second here. Just want to get a good climb. And let's zoom out to see where the plane is. Okay. Alright, there we go. That's better. Autopilot IAS heading. I think after all this time, it actually finally get the hang of flying this aircraft. But here it goes, stalling on takeoff, all that stuff. Ah, jeez. I definitely understand there are some people out there who have just left comments on my video about the way that I fly aircraft, and they get kind of frustrated about it. I don't blame them. It's I always tell people, you know, if you're looking for somebody who knows the aircraft really well and who can fly, We're very knowledgeable in everything. There's lots of great YouTubers out there that do that. I do that for the love of it, and I try and show you guys the struggles that I have while I'm flying. Like, not everything is going to be a perfect flight, and there's a lot that I don't know. There's a lot that I'm trying to learn, so you guys bear with me. I hope that you enjoy it, and try not to piss too many people off, I guess. Alright folks, so we are all settled into our climb now. I'm gonna go ahead and do our climb check, after takeoff checklist, which is way too late, but landing gear is up, yaw dampers on, landing and taxi lights. We can get the taxi lights off now. Flaps at 0, ice protection as required, although I'm gonna keep an eye on it as we go through these clouds because it's very cold here. Pressurization, we are pressurizing right now. Engine instruments are looking good. Everything is in the green. I'm gonna go ahead and set our climb power. I'm gonna double check the what is it? I'm gonna double check the altitude, the transition altitude here. Let's see, charts. So we departed runway 25. Transition altitude is 8,000 feet, which we are coming through now. Coming up and through the clouds. Very interesting. So I'm gonna go and switch to 29er and 9er2. And let's take a quick look outside. See, I keep forgetting when they have cargo in here. Can't really see much outside from one of the windows. Absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna admit that I've had fun flying in South America. I would say though I enjoy the States more. Flying in the States and Canada I found a little more interesting visually. But my favorite right now is still flying around the Caribbean, which I'm looking forward to doing again. Shout out to guys like IslandSimPilot, who is doing their thing. IslandSimPilot now, he's I think he's up to over 10,000 subscribers now. Like, when I first saw IslandSimPilot's channel, he was at like 600 no, he was at 900 subscribers. So he really blew up, shifted his content to be more informative, educational, which I think, especially in Flight Simulator, that's the move. Channels like mine don't get a lot of traction like that because at this point it's pretty much just, you know, fly along with me, and people's attention spans are pretty short. I know mine is, so you don't really get a lot of engagement in the video because people kind of get bored quick, you know. So that's why I'm thinking at some point, my plan is once I reach 1,000 subscribers, which seems like it's never gonna happen, but I'll just be impatient, just trying to pump out content. But the plan is when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will do a face reveal and also start kind of doing live streams and that sort of thing, just to make things a little more interesting. And yeah, we'll see how things go. All right, I'm kind of doing that turn that I mentioned before. As I said, like, our flight track took us out and away from the airport, and I'm just trying to find out where we are. Here we go. Yeah, flight track took us out and away from the airport, and kind of now we should be heading back towards the airport and then heading north. So kind of just as I suspected, the weird departure was basically to kind of get us high enough to get up and over the mountains, which is exactly what's happening now. So it's good to see when things make sense, because at first I was like, I don't get this at all. But yeah, that's what's going on. Alright folks, so we're going to continue our climb out. As I said, it's just going to be a straight flight today. No discovering the destination segments, because we've already done this place. So when I catch you guys, we'll be starting our descent into Puerto Santa Cruz, and hoping to have a good flight. Alright, this is boy FlyIslandGuy. I'm out. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We've started our descent towards Puerto Santa Cruz. An absolutely beautiful day, absolutely stunning views on the way in. And just to discuss our approach, well, there's not much to discuss. We're doing a visual approach. There's no charts for this airport. So we're going to be doing the visual runway 05 approach. Airport should be kind of off out here somewhere. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is, because I remember this area now from when we landed here before. We're descending right now to 1,500 feet. I don't know why I have 1,500. There we go. I thought I was descending to 1,200, but I forgot 1,200 is the rate of descent. Gonna go to the local altimeter now. And I should have done that earlier, because we it's put us down about maybe 700 feet due to the change in air pressure. So it's looking absolutely great here, folks. We are flying in real time today, so it's about 11:45. If you look at the air temperature outside, it's saying 4 degrees currently. We're gonna have a bit of a tailwind once we turn towards final. We're going really, really fast right now. Just realized that. I should probably slow down a little bit. Alright folks, taking a quick look at our descent checklist. Cabin pressure, it is depressurizing, which is good. Should be at 0 by the time we land. Let's get our taxi lights on, and our radio and nav aids already set. I'm not really using them, but they're set. Altimeter's set. Our inertial separator is open, and we've just done the briefing for landing.
Terrain.
I know, we're getting kind of low. Alright, I believe the airport is off to the right out here. I'm just gonna let the aircraft lose speed. I believe the airport is kind of out here. I think it's kind of out there-ish, maybe, or over here. I'm not sure. One of the two. Alright folks, we're gonna go flaps 1, as the aircraft should start complaining pretty soon. Get our gear down. And I remember this airport having like this kind of I don't know what it's called. like a cliff sort of thing, like right before it. I forget what the name is again, but I do remember it. It wasn't too long ago. Alright, so we have flaps 30. It's pretty much all we need for landing. I think I was always saying flaps 2 before, which was wrong. Gear down. I mean, you should be starting the right turn soon. I believe that's the runway right there. I was wondering if we were going to make the turn. I was like, you guys are cutting a little close, aren't you? Alright. Now, if I always remember with these visual approaches, they kind of tend to not give you too much time to get settled for landing. Doing about 95 knots right now, which is good, which is exactly what I want. So from this point, we're going to get our yaw damper and autopilot off. This is my aircraft. Shout out to Z Lively. That's what he always says. Alright, so we are a bit left or right of the runway. So I'm just going to try and get us into a good position and then just trim it out. Sorry for the silence, just trying to concentrate. We're very much right at the runway. I always forget to set up the flight control replay as well, just so we can get a nice landing, but it's okay, it's not a big deal. Alright. Wish we had some pappies so we know exactly kind of how far off we are. Gonna get a little bit of throttle. There we go. Whoop, floating. Nope. That was a horrible landing. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Puerto Santa Cruz. Got here in one piece. Just trying to swing around. Here we go. All right. So, all's well that ends well, I guess.
Warning, trim.
I don't know. I still find this guy a little hard to land. 'Cause it does take, oops, a good amount of finesse. But we're just gonna come here. If you guys remember, we did land here. If you look back about two or three videos ago, or 2 or 3 PC-12 videos ago, this is where we were. And I mentioned about how I don't know if we're gonna be able to make this turn. here we are, folks. We're just gonna go into flight idle now. Gonna get our flight director off, and we're gonna call it a day, folks. Taxi lights can come off, and we can shut our engines off.
Warning, essential
The
bus.
flight is finished. It has been monitored by On Air.
Alrighty. And there we go, folks. We are all done for today on the PC-12. A nice long flight, or good paying flight at that. Let's look at our VCalc just to see how things went. Not VCalc, timers, that's what I wanted. It says our trip timer was 1 hour and 29 minutes in the air, which is unfortunately a lot longer than we should have been there for. This has been a trend lately. So we were supposed to be there for like 1 hour 14 minutes, I believe. But it's all good. Hope that you guys enjoyed the flight. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video. What's going on here? What? Okay, there we go. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video if you see fit. More videos to come. As usual, I'm going to be trying to put at least one out a week. So look out for those. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Shout out to the new subscribers. And there'll be a new video coming soon. This is your boy FlyIslandGuy saying stay safe. And most importantly, stay fly. I'm out. Peace.
We're soaring so high. With reggae beats we touch the sky.